now. Today's stretch is the world's greatest stretch. Great marketing there. But it is a great stretch. So you can scan that QR code right there or head to our Slack page to read more about this stretch and how to complete it. And then you can schedule a form check to get 10 extra points for this program. A form check will just be a quick one-on-one call with me. Your camera will be on and you can do whatever exercises you need help with, and we'll check form. And then after class today, I will share the question of the day that relates to the world's greatest stretch. So make sure you stay on after class to answer that question of the day. And without further ado, let's get into our 10-minute desk stretch. So I'm going to give you the option today to either stand throughout our class or stay seated, completely up to you. We're going to focus on our forearms and our elbows and our wrists. So I want you to find either a seated position or a standing position, but make sure your feet are flat on the floor, toes facing forward, feet about shoulder width apart. And we're just going to open and close our hands to start off class today. So give me big jazz hands, really separating your fingers, and then make a big fist with both hands. We're going to stretch out those muscles that get really tight while we're typing at our computer. Opening and closing. Good. Make sure you're not shrugging your shoulders here. Watch your posture up top. So roll the shoulders down and back. Opening and closing. Very good. We're going to take it into some wrist circles. So if you want to do one hand at a time, feel free. I'm going to do both, but just roll out the wrist for me. Good. And go ahead and switch directions. Take it the other way. Good. Now I want you to place your palms down, just like you would at your computer if you're typing. And then I want you to flip and rotate your palms up towards the sky. Now I want you to keep your elbows glued into your side as you do this. So nothing is moving, you're just rotating the palms up and back down. And you should feel a nice stretch in the forearms as you rotate the palms up. Really think about getting that full rotation. Good. Pausing for a second as those palms come up and back down. Very good. Go ahead and rotate those palms up for me. And we're going to extend and flex our elbow. So you're going to fully bring those forearms up as far as you can, and then extend them down by your side, really stretching out that bicep muscle as you bend and extend at the elbow. Working through this nice and slow, no need to rush. Again, keeping those elbows tight to the body. Shoulders are pulled down. Good. Go ahead and give me one more. All the way up and all the way down. Very good. Up next, we're going to do some myofascial release, which is a fancy way of saying we're going to massage ourselves. So go ahead and place one arm out in front of you, and we're just going to massage the forearm. So I'm going to start on my pinky side, and I'm going to start up where my elbow is, and I'm just going to feel around with my thumb and just drawing small little circles. kind of feeling where those tight muscles are. You might find a spot that's super duper tight. Just hold it there for a few seconds. Try to release that knot. And then you can start to move down your forearm closer to your pinky and towards your wrist. Again, just drawing those circular motions, trying to feel for some tight spots. It's amazing to me how tight our forearms can get just from typing. Try to breathe through this myofascial release. Sometimes it can be a little tight, so just try to keep that breath flowing. Very good. When you're ready, we can go ahead and take it to the other side. So the thumb side, using your fingers, I want you to start up by your elbow, just like we did on the other side. And you're just feeling around, there's a big muscle right there that runs on the thumb side. So just find that big muscle, massage it just a little bit, and then start to work your way down towards your thumb. You can wrap around the arm just a little bit, get behind. Again, holding if you feel anywhere that's pretty tight. Apply some pressure and then release. Very good. Go ahead and release it. You can shake it out. We're going to take it to the other arm. So bring that other arm in front. Let's start with that pinky side. So remember, palm is up. And we're going to start with the thumb up towards the elbow on that pinky side, just massaging in that circular motion. And then slowly bringing it down towards the wrist. Good. And when you feel like you're ready, you can take it to the other side using your fingers on that thumb side, starting up by your elbow, wrapping around the forearm, making your way down towards the thumb. And these are great, great stretches to do while you're at your desk. Giving yourself a little massage for a couple minutes is a great way to take a break and do something good for your body. Awesome work. When you're ready, go ahead and release it and you shake it out. Roll out the wrists, shake out the arms. Last thing we're going to do is a little bit of a neck stretch. So I want you to roll the shoulders back and down, set them in place, arms down by your side. Nice and slowly, bring your ear towards your shoulder on one side and hold. Feel free to relax your eyes here. And we're looking straight ahead here. Try not to let that chin come down towards the floor. We're keeping that chin up. Taking some nice deep breaths. Option to place a hand on top of that head just to apply a little bit of pressure, only if you want it. Keep that other arm down by your side. Good. On that next exhale, go ahead and release that hand. Take that head back to neutral. Nice and slowly take it to the other side. Keep those shoulders in place. Hold here for a few seconds before applying that pressure, just so that we ease into that stretch. Make sure we're not hunching forward. Keep the shoulders rolled back and down. Place that hand on top of your head if you want it. Last cycle of breath here, in through the nose. And give me a nice big exhale, release that hand, bring that neck back to neutral. Awesome work. Stick around for 2 seconds while I pull up this question of the day. It's going to be about that world's greatest stretch. And I am launching it now. So you should see it pop up on your screen. The question is, how should you modify the world's greatest stretch if you are unable to get your foot up to your hands? Do not complete this exercise. Bring your foot as high up as you can and hold it there. Utilize elevation to bring your hands higher in the plank, or drop to your elbows in the plank. So lots of options here. Once you answer, it should pop up with the correct answer, but feel free to hop off once you answer that question. And thank you guys so much for joining.